Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? I hope you are enjoying the best of health. I welcome you in my class. That is English for grade 2. We are learning unit 8. Its title is Road Safety Rules. My dear fellow teachers, this lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation and worksheet links are given. You may click it, download it, follow it as it is or modify it for your convenience. So, my dear students, today under the title of writing skill, we are going to learn how to write sentences by using naming and describing words. So, before this in English for grade 1, we have learned how to describe a picture. Remember, we learned to describe a picture and then we wrote about the picture. I hope you remember. If not, you may watch this video lecture again. And we are going to learn further to construct a simple sentence of 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 words using correct capitalization, punctuation, and spelling. This is our today's SLO. Let's start with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah mentions in Quran Surah Al-Ahzab verse 40, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is not the father of any of your men, but is the messenger of Allah and the seal of the prophets, and Allah has perfect knowledge of all things. Yes, my dear students, what this beautiful verse is telling us. Beta, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us about our beloved prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam did not have son, a grown-up son, right? He is not father of any man. Now, look at this. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is a beautiful name of our beloved prophet. Man is also a naming word. We have learned it. So what we are learning from here, like by joining naming words and action words and describing words, we can make sentences. So this is what we are going to learn today. And before starting lecture, you tell me why it is important to learn about punctuation. We have learned about punctuation. We know even this is a punctuation. So why it's important? Pause the video, answer this question to your teacher and then come back. Yes, my dear students, I hope you remember that punctuation and capitalization help the readers to read sentence clearly, right? I have put a full stop here. It means the sentence is complete here. I have put a question mark here. It means it's a question. So beta, when we place punctuation marks in our writing, the one who is reading the text will understand it's a question. This sentence ends here and the other sentence is starting next. So capitalization draws readers' attention to that particular word as well, and it indicates an emphasis on particular words, ideas, or thoughts. So this is how punctuation is capitalization, is full stop, question mark. All these things help the reader to make the text clear, right? So our today's task is about this picture, which is there on page number 68 of your book. So what we are going to first, we have to describe this. The question is, look at the picture carefully and describe it. And how do we describe something? By using describing words. So what are describing words? Describing words tell us more about a naming word. For example, here is an apple. Apple is a naming word. The apple is sweet. So this describing word is describing the apple, right? And it is a shiny star. So this describing word is telling us about the star. This is how beta. Now we know star is naming word for this and shiny is describing word for the star. So this is the placement of describing word in a sentence. The next is bitter gourd tastes bitter. Oh, yeah, it's little bitter, but still it's subhanallah, bitter everything. what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created is amazing. So this describing word is telling us the taste of bitter gourd, right? Have you seen this vegetable? This is called bitter gourd. So this is how better we use describing words with naming words to describe something. My teacher is kind and nice. Oh, is that me? Thank you, right? So this is kind and nice are the describing word which are telling about the teacher. This is how we use describing words with naming words to tell something about that naming word. Understand? All right. Now what we are going to do? Another, a butterfly. This butterfly is beautiful, right? So this beautiful, this is the describing word which is telling about this naming word. All right. So let's do an activity. The teacher will divide class in 2 teams, and teacher will give vocabulary, a word bank to students for describing the picture on page number 68. Students will make sentences related to these words, and teacher will correct the sentences of the students. This is how teacher, about this picture, you can give them vocabulary like, for example, he is traffic warden, this is traffic signal, this is stop sign, this is police car, this is road, and more words. This is all up to you. Your teacher is going to give you word bank, and by using these words, you are going to describe the picture in 2 teams. So pause the video, enjoy the activity, and then come back. Yes, my dear students, are you done with it? Good job, smart. Now, the sentences which you just told to your teacher orally, you will write these sentences in your notebook, and after writing, you will check before giving your notebook to your teacher, you will check, have you placed the correct capitalization? The first letter of every sentence is capital. Have you put the full stop correctly? And also check the spellings of your word. And after checking it, give your notebook to your teacher. So pause the video, complete this task, and then come back. Yes, my dear students, are you done with it? Good job. Now it's time for your homework. This question, which is on page number 68, question 6, you will complete it in your book. This is your homework. And here is a worksheet. My dear fellow teachers, this worksheet, lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation, links are given. You may click it, download it, and kindly provide a printed worksheet to students for practice. So what we have learned today? We learned the concept of describing words, and we identified and used describing words, and we constructed simple sentences. So we achieved our SLO to construct a simple sentence of 3 or 4 to 5 and 6 words using correct capitalization, punctuation, and spellings. Are we done with it? Yes, so that's it for today. Tomorrow I'll come again with a very interesting lesson. Till that time, keep learning and take very good care of yourself. Thank you, and Allah Hafiz.